2, 1. Servus, Grüezi, and welcome not to the best, your favorite podcast with your favorite people host, your favorite breaking show, and my guest this time, all the way from beautiful Hungary, representing suicide lifestyle, representing elementary force, and he's the vice president of H875. Please make some noise for the brother Bboy special.
Hey!
Vincent, let's go.
Ah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna show you my dog too. Wait.
Ah.
Benson, look.
Oi, Bretzel.
Hey!
I have another one, a little one as well. She's hiding there
Nice.
because she's the oldest one. She wouldn't attack the little one if the little comes here.
Ah, really?
Yeah. This dog is vicious. Well, this dog is
Like
crazy.
the territory, huh?
Just another day, she attacked the Amazon delivery guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Poor guy. So, first, before we talk about anything, I always like to give shout out to the people who come on my show, and especially for you and your whole crew, because you guys uh, gave, especially for Vienna B-Boys, so much inspiration.
I know.
You didn't have to teach us anything. You didn't have to chill with us. You didn't have to invite us to do shows with you, but you guys always did it, and you always respected us, although we were younger, and you supported us, you taught us. You even taught us while you didn't know that you taught us, you know? So you are very, like your name says, special for our whole European breaking community. And I mean,
Yeah,
what
be
you
honest with
guys
you,
did.
Vienna is still my second home.
Yes, definitely. And what you did, how you developed and brought power and to a whole nother level. You guys, your whole Hungarian legacy will forever be important in breaking, especially European. And it's sad that we don't see more of you guys on the
Yeah.
international
Yeah.
stage.
That's
But I also have to say, many people don't can't handle when people are real and tell the truth and don't kiss ass. And
exactly.
you guys
So
never sold out. You really are till this day real b-boys for life. So shout outs to you, brother, and shout outs to everything you did for the scene.
thank you. That's why we are not invited nowhere. You know that. So our opinion doesn't count anymore.
No,
No, no. In certain, certain.
the thing is also you guys never like you always did your thing, guys. You know, you always did your street shows, you did your shows, you went with the circus and stuff, and you never sell out, you know, and you never like kiss ass, hey, can I please come here, can I do this, can I do
No,
that?
no way. No, I would never do that, bro.
Yes, exactly.
Never do that.
So the real scene, the real people, they know what suicide lifestyle, elementary force, and
The name says everything in it.
yes, and Enemy Force is all about. I
Oh,
mean, if
yeah.
you just watch the footage from back in the days, amazing, you know. This was on a whole other level. You evolved so much. I mean, till this day, the I never see a crew that when everybody can do head spin, you know.
And the sad part is now these days you barely can see crews.
Yeah, it's
Okay, I'm not saying they do not exist because definitely they do exist, but not the same
yeah,
as in our era, you know. And in my opinion, this one, you know, nobody have to agree with me, but that's my personal opinion. The first thing that it's really killed the cruise, it was Red Bull, you know, when it became the individual
yeah,
dancing,
yeah,
because
yeah.
something has to kill the cruise, you know,
It's
and
also I like to say in my generation our dream was to win Battle of the Year with your crew. This
yeah,
was
but of
number
course,
one dream from everybody. And now this generation, their number one dream is to
is to be an
win full.
individual somebody.
Yes, and we didn't start and continue breaking because it's individual sport.
Yeah.
It's
So just
it's a
let me
team
tell you
sport.
something. One of my music is actually is about because back in the days we say we
Mhm.
did it. We. Today is me. Is
Yeah.
me, is me, is me, is me. It's all about me.
It's crazy to see, you know, because nowadays you will think that there is more budget to invite more people
Supposed
and
to.
have whole crews there, but it seems like there is no budget, so they can only invite two on twos or three on threes or four on fours, you know, but you don't see like 10 versus 15 and 12 versus.
No, of course not. No, not really. But man, I couldn't put my opinion on this one, but that's why so many people hate me because, you know, nowadays this is what we are right now. Nowadays, no matter what you're saying, people believe it. But when you come up with the truth, they straight away asking you, show me proof, show me a proof, show me this, show me that. So all bullshit, they are eating it. But when somebody says something, they're always asking for proof.
Yeah.
You know,
But
like
it's hard. You can't prove shit from the 80s and 90s. We didn't have any
oh,
phones.
it's not, yeah, you can, because luckily I have footage of myself from 87 and my first footage, and then 91, 92. I have all footages until 2025. So I'm very a lucky guy. Yeah, I do have 36 years footages, hundreds of hours of myself.
I know Ice. Ice used to record
Oh, yeah.
very early.
I'll tell you what happened. He had 200 VHS tapes and he left it in Vienna when he went to Malta to visit his sister, little sister, and the owner, the landlord, chucked them away. He told it's rubbish. So he grabbed all 200 VHS.
Oh my
And bro, no
God.
joke. That's what happened with 200 VHS tape, including my 30 VHS tapes were there too. For all training, videos, jokes, fun, street shows,
Holy
backstage.
shit.
It's all it's just gone one day to another. A couple of VHS was saved and digitalized. So that's all we have left. But we still have one place where we have over 200 tapes still.
Nice, nice.
It's Richie King from Enemy Squad, rest in peace. He was, I think he was the first collector of breaking. I'm not saying he was the first historian, but he was, I think, one of, at least in Europe, he was one of the first collector that he documented everything. So, you know, back in the days, there was no internet. So he used to send actually letters, you know, write letters and send into Australia, send into Germany to keep the contact. And this is how we got these VHS tapes. So I have VHS tapes 87, 88, 89, second to none training. That is just surface these days are starting to surface that look at these tapes. I grew up on those tapes.
Yeah.
That's why I became who I became, because in 82, 83, I already have Australia training. I have all the talented shows, all 6 that had ever existed. I have all of them. I was watching those tapes.
That was the first time that you saw breaking on these tapes from the beginning?
No. So that's a funny story. I was 10 years old. I used to hang around with my guys in the block. So, you know, it was communist country, yeah? So 3 blocks down, there was some guys, they had a club. There was a common area down in the basement. They you know, they asked all the neighbors and all the elders if they
can...
So
what year are we talking?
89. 1989. So I was 10. So sometimes I used to went down there. They, you know, we had cassette, you have, I don't know, you know, all these Coca-Cola cans on the wall, you know, and all stuff, you know. And then they say, oh, guys, tomorrow some breakdancers are coming. And I'm like, okay, what's that?
Yeah.
I had absolutely no clue what is it. Is it a bicycle? Is it a car? Or is it a drawing? I have absolutely no music. I have zero idea. Yeah. So I decided to go down. And I remember I was sitting, I had a bench on the side, and they put down, I think it was a brown lino. They put it on the floor. I was like, what the fuck going on here? And Thunder came and Richie King. And actually, Thunder was doing more like, you know, New Jack Swing and stuff like that. Running Man and all.
Yeah.
And Richie dropped the windmill. And that windmill, when I looked at windmill, I decided while I was sitting on the bench, I'm going to be a b-boy for the rest of my life. I want to do this. I want to learn this move. Damn. Nothing to do with girls or fancy things. It's just...
Girls came after.
It burned into me, you know. And until these days, I will never forget that day. And yeah, that's how I started to train. And then a couple of years later, around 92, you know, I was still young, 13. So I like to hang around with my friends, you know, making arrows and playing with wood sticks and stuff like that. And Kiddy from Body Beat Crew, you know Kiddy as well, from Body Beat Crew. He called me one day. I was playing with my friends, and he grabbed me like, are you fucking playing around with these wood sticks instead of coming to training and blah, 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 blah. And then I decided to go back to train. And yeah, it was 93. I was my first competition, and I decided that I really decided inside of me that I'm gonna be the best b-boy in the world. And I was training up to 6 hours a day, and sometimes twice a day. And you know, I'm a car repair originally. I have a diploma of car repair. I was studied that, and I had 3 years, you know, to go to a working place. I was working with Vares. He was
Okay,
yeah,
with the
he
other
was
Peter.
yeah, he's living in Zurich,
Yes, yes, yes.
Switzerland. Yeah, so he was a welder. He was
Okay.
he was a year higher than me, but we went to the same company, and it was a
Mm.
huge company where we construct buses. So imagine we're talking about arches, you know.
Yes,
You
yes.
could disappear like this, you know. I just open one door and I'm completely in a different place. So what we used to do, we used to take VHS tape because they had a library there. So me and him, instead of going work, so we appeared in the morning, you know, in front of the teacher, and everybody was sent out. You go to block B, you go to block D, but we always, in 1 hour later, we met. We went to the library and watching VHS tapes. Boti 90, Boti 91, Boti 92, Boti 93, Austria, all day, all fucking day. And we used to train in the hallway where the, you know, where the changing rooms were.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah.
used to hide there and train there. But I learned my jackhammer there with the working shoes, with the
Wow.
I learned the jackhammer there with these army shoes, you know, with the steel in it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, man.
For
There.
safety, for
Yeah.
safety.
So yeah, this is how it really went down.
So you didn't really had any teachers? You learned from footage?
No, not at all, not at all. And I'll be honest with you, it gonna sound a bit like very strange, but those days, you know, these guys like Richie King, Mike, they have these VHS tapes, and when we asked them to give us a copy, they did give us a copy. But what they did, the best parts they make a track. You know, you remember you could track it, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the screen went like static. You know.
Yes, 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 yes.
So that's what they did. So when storm came in, it's just
They
disappeared.
don't they don't give you the good shit.
Yeah, nah, but my guy Bboy Louis, who was spinning on the Red Bull can
Yeah.
in the early end of 90s, early 2000.
Yeah.
He was my neighbor 2 blocks down. I used to go up to him because we used to fake British Knights t-shirts, Puma t-shirts. You know, we made the logo, we stick it on it, and we painted. Bro, it was exactly like original, man. Bro, so many shit went down those times, you know. So he always give me the copy, the original copy. But because I was, you know, I was always between the fire, because so we had separate groups. We had the new generation, like my generation, B-boys like Low and many others, like from Far Style, B-boy Pedro, Jeans, Sochi, all these. You don't know them, but I have footages in 95, 90s. They were really good crew. It was one of the best crew after Suicide Lifestyle, those time. They battled for the first place in 95. But anyways, I was always between, so I helped them. So I got the tape from them, and I give it to them, the tape too. So we all can watch it, not just them and me. So we all can watch it. And yeah, man, I got my first crew 94 dynamic breakers. And wait, let me see. This laptop gonna turn off. Why is not charging? Wait. Okay. Wait. Yeah, okay. So my first crew was dynamic breakers, okay?
Dynamic breakers.
PC over Jensike. So I always wanted to get into 5 hard style, but they say that I'm not good enough. So, you know, back in the days, this is how it was. You're not good enough into the crew and blah, blah, blah. So I started to train harder. And in the end, what happened, actually, the crew is just separated.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But fuck it, you got better?
Yeah, I got better. The crew separated. And from some of the members like Lo, Thomas, Iron, Attila came from Budapest those time. And we created Original Faces. So that was the original name of Elementary Force, Original Faces.
Ah, okay.
Was 7 members.
Okay.
Yeah. And because at that time none of us speak English, not at all. So we couldn't find any name. So, and Boris' sister, actually, she found out the name of elementary force. She gave us this name.
Ah,
Sister.
nice.
Yes, bro. It's so funny. And then 96, we created the crew tattoo of elementary force. This was my
You,
first
you,
tattoo.
you have this since 96.
Since 96, my first tattoo made by Bboy Poddy from Suicide Lifestyle. He's a tattoo artist now in America. He's a very famous tattoo artist.
Nice.
He's tattoo. Even check Juarez. He has it. He has it as well.
I know everybody
Yeah.
was in elementary force. I see them with
Yeah. So listen, long story short. So, and then we started to work. We got this talent show in Hungary, we still had the enemy between us, except suicide and elementary. We battled. So we have 3 battles in Hungary versus each other. Elementary force and suicide lifestyle. We battled 3 times. Huge battle. All 3 times, elementary force won. They never could beat suicide lifestyle. Never. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of that. But so Boris quit the crew in 97 due to, because we were in the circus, he didn't like it. Me, I was young, I was 17, 18. I took it as like, listen, if I'm a B-boy and I go do a show, whatever where, and they give me money, I'm still representing myself and I'm still representing breaking in a way, and I still got paid for it. So why not? So I went and I did it. So I worked nearly 12 years in Variety Circus.
Nice.
Oh, I worked 12 years.
Was that like seasonal work? So you're on the road 3 months and then off, or?
I did seasonal a lot. Yeah, I did. My first long season was in 98 in Netherlands. This is how I met Tyron. Okay. So when it comes to Tyron, I know Tyron before IBE. I know how he was. He was always following us. He was always trying to hang around with us. It was a nice gesture. We exchanged. And that was the first time when he did IBE in 98.
98 was the first edition. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3 versus 3. And we battled versus Crazy Force crew.
Ah, nice. Against people crazy from Switzerland.
Yeah. Nobody won. Both crew got the first place. And I remember I got a pair of jeans to win the event. Yeah. And it was double XL. So it's no joke, bro. It was a double XL and I give it to the crowd. I just grabbed it. I will never forget that. That was a South Pole.
South Pole was big then.
Yeah. That time, Pella South Pole.
Yeah.
Very cool. I grabbed it, bro. I throw it to the crowd. What I'm gonna do with the double XL?
It is the
brand, 60 kilos. Yes. I was 60 kilo, bro.
So I also talked with Fand about this. So the main 3 crews was Enemy Squad, Elementary Force, and Suicide Lifestyle.
Yeah.
So that was always like the rivalry around.
No, not really. No, not at all. Because to be honest with you, how to say, we were always happy to see each other and train together. We were always trained together since the early 90s. If I remember, like 94, 95, 96, when they came, we were so happy when they come from Szeged and we had a good training together. So actually, I'm very proud of this as well. I explained Gombi how to drill. I explained Gombi because the problem was with Gombi, he had a very good head spin, but he was always so fast. And I said to him, listen, why are you spinning so fast and your hands are here? You're never going to learn how to drill. You have to be your arms out and be slower to first learn the balance and learn the control of your body. Because when you spin like crazy, there's no control, Only when you know already the move.
Of course.
So I explained to him the same. He tried, first try, he drilled around 11, 12. And since that moment, he know how to drill. And then you can see how fast he was spinning after that.
So I already said that you guys brought power to a new level. And you also said that you didn't really had any teachers, right?
No, so we were just training.
What do you think was the formula for you guys to learn all these power moves and take it to the next level?
Okay, so I think because what we used to do is, back in the days, we wouldn't just go to train and then everybody go home. It never happened. Before training, we used to chill by Low or by Vares. So we always go to someone's flat as a kid. And we were sitting there and we just watch b-boying, rewind it, watch it again, rewind it. We talk about it. Like, what do you think? I think this is it because of the leg and this, that. Now,
yes.
the arm. And then we went to train and then we tried it. And then after training, we went back again and keep watching the videos. So I can show you, for example, I can show you my windmill in 95. And I can show you my windmill in 96 is a completely different windmill. Why? Because I started to watch Australia. So I completely sat down and I relearned the whole windmill process. I relearned everything. So we analyzed. So we picked people like drill, obviously Tony Pencil. We were analyzing his drills, how he drilled. Windmill, head spin flare, Australia, storm of swipes and all that. So we watched all different type of Maurizio, Hawaii, his flare is so high.
My God.
So we watch all these people one by one, analyze, and then we brought this all together back. And this is how we created ourselves.
And
so we not just watch one individual, we watched hundreds of individuals to bring all these skills together.
What do you think? Who was the most talented guy of you back then?
I mean,
who learned the fastest?
In Europe, you mean, or in the world?
I mean, in that era, or with your
Storm.
No, I mean in Hungary, from your crew.
From our crew.
Because back then Storm was already established, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Storm was the best. You guys, like you say, you bring all the information together. Together, you talk about it. Who was the guy who learned the fastest?
It's again difficult to say because look, so just an example. Swipes, the fucking swipes. I suffer more than a year, bro, to learn swipes.
It's a fucking hip, huh?
Yeah, it was more than 1 year. I was struggling with it. But if you look at after that, how I combined with transition, with flare swipes, it went like this. More than a year. Why others just 2 months? Let's say coin drops with no hands. I learned it in 1 day in the training. 1 day. One day.
Everybody from your crew does it, right?
Yeah, everyone does it. But Low suffered like 2 months. So you see the difference. Low, you know why I would say Low was the best? Because he was very, he almost did all the moves. 90s, all the combination, and very smoothly and very nice. Why we were more raw.
He was like a silent killer, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was like, I could say like Storm, except he didn't have popping and locking. And not that style, but his moves were very good and smooth. He learned almost everything, donut, every single move. I never learned donut, maybe 2 rounds.
I mean, till this day, his baby mill into
it's crazy.
Head spin.
Baby mill head spin.
This is art of beauty.
Yeah. So you see, if you look at that way, we have three members: Gombi, Tombstone, him, the munch mill head spin, and me, the hat trick. We have 3 people that brought something.
Yes, definitely, 100%.
From one crew.
100%, brother. 100%.
And wait, so also let me explain this to you, because a lot of people attack me that they say, oh, hat trick is not yours. Okay, I will tell you the story. 1998, I was in Netherlands. I told you, I was working in Netherlands. I was cheering with Tyron, all the B-boys. That's where I met Hakan. We became very good friends. He showed me, other Hakan, not Jihad.
Not Jihad, Hakan.
Other Hakan, yeah. He was an 80s B-boy. Bro, he showed me footages from 86, 87, Belgium and Netherlands. Bro, you have no idea the power move they had that time. Unbelievable power move. Unbelievable power moves. UFOs, very nice straight legs combinations, head spin windmill, head spin flare, head spin already, UFO head spin, stuff like that. But those footages wasn't seen. I seen it, bro, crazy shit. And what someone posted the other day in Nico, B-boy Nikolaus.
Okay.
Bro, I will get you the footage. I will send it to you over later, okay? Bro, you won't believe those moves. You won't believe it. So anyway, 98, I was in the Netherlands, and Ice and Gombi, they were in Miami, in Tampa, for a street show, and they met B-boy Cloud.
Okay.
Yeah. So they did street shows because my sister, she lived in America. She's an American citizen. That's why they used to be there in 96, 97. That's why when they battle versus Phase 2, it was a bit, they were already friends. They used to chill in America together, and now they had to battle in Battle of the Year. It was a bit, and they already know each other moves and stuff like
Nice.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
So no one knows this, what happened down behind, you know. But anyways, so I went to Holland. They had the first IV 3 versus 3, and then in December, Tyron made back to Planet Rock. Yeah, that was a great event, bro. It was bigger than Botti. So, anyways, IS came and he told me, "Yo, I saw a guy in Miami. His name is Bboy Cloud. You know what he did?" I said, "What?" He said he had his hat in his hand. He threw it up. He did one flare and he catched it. You know, I said, "Oh, really?" So I tried to imagine because I never seen it.
Yes, yes.
So he just told me. I said, "Okay." So I tried first. I catched it, and I say, "What if I gonna continue this? What gonna happen if I go catch it? I keep it here. I will change it, and then when I do flare again, I will throw it again, and I will catch it again." And it worked. That's the story of the hat trick. And they discrediting me for this. They say it's not your move, it's Cloud move. Come on, man. I never see Cloud, and I never denied it that I never heard anything about it. I did hear, but I didn't see.
This is the perfect of example of take it and flip it.
Exactly. So you can't tell me because he did it once. I did it continuously. It was completely a different story after that.
Yes, yes. I mean, for sure, I guess Cloud can do flare, but he can do flare, but he cannot do your flares. Your flares with the
33 years flare I have. I already posted my first part of my flare journey. From 92 until 2007, and I'm going to post now, make a new video from 97 until 2025 because I still can do flare. Now it's went down. Last year I was still doing flare. I used to be 65 kilo. I was 82 kilo, man. Imagine me 82 kilo.
Yeah.
But now I stopped everything. I don't look. This is
Bravo.
This is zero. I don't know alcohol. Nearly 6 months, not even one sip of alcohol. I stopped everything. I don't, I have weed always. My girl smoke more than I do. I don't smoke because it's killing me, you know. I start to think about stupidity, you know.
That's good for you, brother. Keep it.
Oh yeah. So where we at now? Yeah. So 98, that was back to Planet Rock where we battle versus Flying Steps. Was a good battle, but was the funny part, it was crew versus crews, you know, so you had to go, you know, up to the final. But I was very sad because the last battle was the shortest battle.
Okay.
So it was not even reached 10 minutes, I guess. I don't know why. When Benny did the duplicate air flare, Tyron ran in and stopped the battle, and obviously Flying Step won.
It was over.
Yeah, it was completely over.
But how was it in these times in the 90s, you know, because nowadays when you go to a battle, you know, you go, you register, you put your name, you have the television, you see when it's where, top 16 judges into one, blah, blah, blah. How was it back then?
Well, because so about this 98, because we just went. There was no invitation. I think you just went there, or we had to ask maybe Richie King. I don't remember that.
And was there a pre-selection?
Not that. No. Pre-selection started in 99.
Okay.
So before 99, there was no pre-selection because 2000 was the change of direction, which is basically almost, you know, kind of started to fuck up everything. That was coming from Battle of the Year in 2000, change of direction. So all the other years, we just went there. I think we just went there.
And then the people just battle? The battle is over?
Yeah.
The judges discuss, or did they show?
Yeah, they have invited judges from 90, I think from 94, maybe from 93. I really don't know because until 95 was no stage, you know, at all. It was as sort of like a side battles and stuff like that.
It was jams, right? It was not
it
was a jam.
Yeah. So I will tell you, this is a very funny story that how we went to Botti 99. So we were doing street shows in Vienna actually, and we were middle of the show clapping, and then Thunder, he was there. he looked at us and he said, "Oh, as far as I know, today is Battle of the Southeast in Prague, in Czech Republic. Let's go there." Take 1 second. Take Peter away, Maya, please. Take Peter away because Pesca is getting angry. Please, I'm asking you, please. Thank you. I have to take the take the little dog away because Pesca is already around.
No dog fights, please. No
Yeah,
dog
nah, bro, he wouldn't fight. I'm gonna be disappearing here like this.
No, that's we don't want any dog fights.
Me too. So we were clapping. Yeah, I don't know, fifth show, and tomorrow is Battle of the Southeast. We looked at each other. Should we go? Okay, let's go. We stopped the street show. We packed. We went to the Hauptbahnhof in Wien, and we bought the ticket to Prague. We arrived. We got hustled. We wanted to buy hashish. The guy gave us beton.
Oh my God.
Actually, tar. You know tar.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Imagine the whole crew, 9 people hustled by one guy.
I guess you didn't find him anymore, huh?
Bro, we were looking for him. We wanted
Yeah.
to hear the guy.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and I will never forget, we went to the place where all the B-boys were, and they had a fridge there. And we had some weed from Vienna. And then we went up. I remember it was me and Gombi who entered the room. And the first thing we did, we opened the fridge, opened the beer, started to drink, smoking cigarette, weed. And then they started to talk, like looking at us like, what the fuck? What kind of B-boys are you smoking and drinking here and blah, blah, blah. You know, we were just laughing and, oh, fuck off. And then we come to the battle, you know, and we won versus Top 9.
Top 9?
Yeah, versus Top 9, yeah. Yeah. And then this is how we went down to Battle of the 99. But I think Thomas was kind of expecting us in a way because 98, the crew was there. I was in Netherlands. That's why I wasn't in 98 Battle of the Year. Because that year I was all year in the Netherlands.
I see, yes.
So I think he was kind of expecting us because when we arrived in 99, we already got he asked us to change clothes. He was giving us, his Adidas. Yeah. And imagine us, bro, what you just said in the beginning. We don't like to
yeah.
Look, nobody wear the stuff. We said, we're not going to wear this shit.
He even gifted you.
He gave the complete Adidas outfit with t-shirt.
Yeah.
Nobody wear. I only wear the t-shirt. If you look the battle, I have red pants. There's nothing to do with that pants because it was a brown Adidas pants.
Yes.
Nobody wear it. Only 2 or 3 of us. But he said, okay, we wear the t-shirt. At least you can be happy, you know.
Yeah. But to be honest, when I think about you guys and how you danced, one of my main memories is seeing you guys with the lila violet.
Oh yeah, and 205 because we were sponsored by Adidas in Vienna.
I don't know why, but when I think of you guys, this is like this thing. I don't know why.
This is also came very strange because we've been doing shows like almost that time, like 9 years in Vienna. And where was Adidas Original, next to the police station.
Yes, next there. Yeah,
I've been in the police station more times than in the Adidas store.
But the police don't sponsor you, huh?
No, but we always talk the way they couldn't do, they really couldn't do shit until 2012. In 2012, that's a different story I will tell you as well. So anyway, what happened there, we were doing shows and then there was a guy, Sammy, his name was Sammy. He was from Egypt. And he was the manager. He was a very nice guy. He was a young guy. And he said, yo, guys, I like your show. Pesca, get ready there. The kids are playing out and you should see the balls. So he said, guys, I like your show, blah, blah, blah. I'm the manager of this. I would like to sponsor you.
No.
Yeah. So come to the store. So the same day we went to Adidas Original. I'm not lying to you. It was in 2004, I guess, or 5. We took 12,000 euro worth of clothes. First go. And obviously all the people that work there, they start to be jealous of us because we got more stuff. We got free stuff. The guy used to collect like big boxes of leftover clothes and give it to us. Bro, some of the shirt was 280 euro. One shirt. bro, madness. And so and plus we had 30% off.
Extra when you want to buy something. Yeah.
All what we had to do exchange. We had I have videos, you can see it on YouTube. We had the floor, black floor, and it actually says where is the Adidas store. It was a commercial for them. That was it. It was just an arrow, Adidas original, 200-meter left, Adidas original.
That was your Instagram post
Yeah.
back
So we
then.
got sponsored nearly for about 5 years. I didn't buy any clothes. It was a great time, and I was still working in and out. I was in Beirut. I went to Egypt for a year and stuff like that. So back to b-boying, yeah. So that you remember, I was 2005 when we had the Lila. That was my last time when I was compete in events like this, because I said to myself, look, I won Botti 99. I got 2,000 Deutschmark, 200 each. Come on, and I won the world championship against.
There was many complaints about the prize money from.
And be honest with you, until today, nothing has changed. I will tell you just a very quick example.
I think like 2 years ago was like €1,000 for 10 people or something.
Come on, bro, you can wipe your ass with it. So listen, when it comes to that, so people like to hate me for this when I talk about WDSF and I'm talking about these things. So let me put one thing very straight. I would not say anything that I post without knowing that is the truth. I wouldn't make myself as a clown to talk about something and I'm not 100% certain. I have emails. From Powermove. I have emails from Renegade. I got emails from Rocksteady Cruise. This was sent out long time, not to me, but I have them. I have documents, files with names on it, with money, with the budget. I even have cross one PDF file tax return from LA, bro. So what are we talking about? So when I say something that how much money is in there and how much money goes around, I'm not sucking out from my tongue. This is written there. If somebody doesn't believe me, go up, Google it. You know how much Tyrone got?
Actually, you can Google everything, right?
Yeah. But these emails, you can't Google it because these were sent privately, but I have them. So I know what did they say and what did they state. So when I come up with this, that's why I was blocked by Povan, because when Povan said, I'm not involved, and then I started to put out his own shit, he wrote it, he has no other choice than block me. So therefore, everything what these people say on that side, that must be true. That's what happened to me with Crossone as well. Crossone said, no, I'm not involved with any of WDSF. I have nothing to do with it. Your name is on the paper. What are you talking about? You don't do it this voluntarily. Nobody's doing this big thing involuntarily. On top of that, you own stands. And I have your fucking tax return. I know how much you're making on the Bboys back. Because stands what it did. Listen, I'm not against this, but don't lie. So you should give credit to the Bboys, because it did happen that. So I see this post and I come across hundreds, not 100, but at least 20 to 50 people that were begging online for money, for funds, because there's no money. They qualified, but there is no money. So I'm asking, where's the money? I know that UK budget was 135,000 for 1 year. And then I see 3 months later, the guy is asking for funds to go. So where that 135K gone? That's for the Bboys, not for someone else who, I don't know, whoever.
When it's about to go with money, then it's not so more cultural anymore.
Yeah. So, but let's back again just quickly. After we can go back to more like to talk about my b-boying and stuff, because this is more like politics.
Get it off your chest, bro.
Yeah, I know. I just want to explain that at least if people can see this, so they're not going to come up, because I don't suck this out of. I have people, I have insiders. So all WDSF and all these representatives are corrupt. We all know that it's corrupt. It's very corrupt, and that was a lie. First of all, that was a lie in the first place when they come up with that. Without WDSF, you can't go to the Olympics. So can I explain to you something? This is the law. This is the sport law. I don't know how you call it, but in Hungary is a sport law, and I think it applies not just on Hungary, in everywhere. So because b-boying is a separate sport, okay? So therefore, b-boying does not have to be a specialty within a federation. You understand what I'm saying? So karate and boxing are not in the same federation. They are completely different. So why we are under WDSF federation? We have
I
nothing
can
to
tell
do.
you why. I know why. Also, I know why. I cannot say 100%, but
Because they lie to the people that they say without them we are not able to go to the Olympics, but that's not true because we are an independent sport.
the,
We should
the,
have our
the,
own federation.
the story I heard is that they tried to go in the Olympics for a long time,
Oh yeah, of course, that's
with,
true. I know what you're about to say. It's
with
true.
Latin dance, with this
Oh yeah,
dance,
yeah,
with
yeah,
all
it
this
didn't work
shit.
out.
And then they saw, hey, breaking, maybe because with breaking we have better chance. Breaking goes to Olympics, and now maybe they can put other. But this is only what I heard.
No, okay, so the story what you're saying, it's true,
Mhm.
but but the point is what I'm trying to say, it's not WDSF who brought us to the Olympics. It's the Olympic community who were asking for b-boying. So we could go directly
Yeah,
with our own federation. For example, we have our federation in Hungary, which has nothing to do with WDSF
yeah,
representatives,
yeah.
because we are an independent sport. We do not to have to belong any
Yes.
other federation than just
Uh,
create our own.
but you know how it is with the problem is doesn't matter who says, okay, I'm gonna make a federation. There will always gonna be haters. You know,
Of course,
people.
but the point is that in that case, so what I was I made a live video 6 years ago in regards to this, yeah. And so what I was just trying to explain, if so, you need first of all you need 10 organizations to create a federation. That's another story.
Uh-huh.
But if every country would create their own federation, we could unite as a World Breakdance Federation without WDF. We could be so all the sponsorship, all the money would come
Mhm.
in the b-boys. So obviously not everybody would be a b-boy, but more percentage would be b-boys, not like WDSF. We have
Yeah, yeah, there is many people complaining
yeah.
that all
So
the money went.
one of my friend, yeah, is a good friend of mine. I'm not saying his name. He was a b-boy. His father has the largest dance academy in Hungary, who passed away. He has obviously, because he's the director, he runs it, he owns it. Yeah, he has access of all the documents. I already know what's corruption went down in Hungarian WDS Hungarian Federation. There is no tax return for 2 years. This disappearing. And when the tax authority asked them where's the money, what they did, they quickly created the event, for I don't know what budget, millions of Hungarian foreign budget. They were partying upstairs and they put the b-boys in the basement just to make sure that there are b-boys so we can, make the money.
The fake event, yeah.
Yeah, fake it up. Yeah, this is what happening. And it was just last year.
Mhm.
When people say, like, I really don't want to say names much because I don't want to specify people. When they say to me, prove this and prove that, not just with videos or why I'm saying, because they say, because we have trivium system and 3-4 that there are no bias, everything is transparent. This is a lie. This is a lie again. You can cheat. It doesn't matter what you say. The doctor speak itself. That's stupid because I see. So you remember when? That's why I wrote to you when Mighty Jake lost against Norris.
Mhm, mhm.
Bro, that's what that battle was favoritized for Norris. And from who? From Povan. If you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. But if you are a judge, you should not comment after that on some videos under that. I'm very proud of you because that indicates that you have something to do with it,
That you are biased, yes.
that you're biased. Because back in the days when you even talk to the judges, people would be like, why you're talking to the judge, why are you getting some fit? So we shouldn't do this, especially nowadays when
Well,
it's
I hosted this battle.
yeah, I know you host,
I
I
was
know, I
MC
know,
there.
I know.
And after Norris won against Mighty Jake, most of the people was not agreeing with the judges.
I wasn't agree either, but I think it was, you must be blind. But there was, I tell you something, it was on one judge only.
I mean, it was the third round went to Norris because two judges vote for him.
Two judges, but one judge only voted on Norris for all 3 rounds.
Mhm. Yeah,
And on top of that, after he write to him, I'm
also,
very proud of you.
when
After you write to some, but you get me. After
no,
you
no,
write,
no. This is I definitely know what you mean. But
come on, man.
to finish this judging thing up, for me, anyways, in general, it's so hard to
I know
judge
it's fun.
dancing. We are artists. It's an art form. At the end of the day, my opinion is against your opinion. And
Of
who
course,
says
it could,
that your
yeah, of
opinion is
course, of
better
course,
than my opinion?
of
So
course.
now they
But
do the judging systems and they put a
yeah,
lot of work, so respect for the development and the work. But at the end of the day, you
it's the
will
same
never
shit.
have 100% accurate judging system. Never.
Yeah. But the problem is that, you know, that these people are trying to justify themselves, that that's what they're doing is right and it's tons. But it's not true. We all know that. So the point is that if I go back to Cypher Town in Hungary again, uh, I can tell you some examples. So 2 years in a row, same judges. How come? I mean, come on, man. We have more dancers than the same judges. So this is already a bias and working within your circle. This is true. This is undeniable, but
Yeah.
they deny it.
Mhm.
They say, no, it's not true. They invited because they have license and all that. Philly from Enemy Squad, his kids was qualified. He went to the event, bro. They asked him entrance money to pay entry. And he was taking his kids because they are qualified. I'll tell you another story. And was in Hungary, and it's not just in Hungary. It happened these things all over the world. Luca is a girl, big girl, qualified. Yeah, she got, let's say, 6 points. The other girl, Chepka, got only 4 points, and she didn't take part that all the events while Luca did. Guess who qualified? Chepka. How does it work? How does it possible that you have 6 points, I have 5, but I qualified and you're not? So you can. So
Doesn't make sense,
you
definitely.
know, it's just crazy, and the data is there, and then they're telling me that because the data is there and the data speak itself, it's transparent, you cannot cheat. What are you talking about? You cheat in front of my eye
Yeah.
and you deny it.
No, it's
So
excuses and
these things was,
honestly.
after we can change it, these things has really pissed me off, and because they really want to justify themselves just because they don't want to lose their hot seat or they don't want to lose the
I
position.
mean, it's in every sport, in every
Yeah, in every sport,
category.
but in b-boying it
There is,
wasn't like this before.
but
It wasn't like
people,
this.
now in breaking it was not like because also we are very young. Our culture is very young. So, but I see this also nowadays. People who were at the top of what they do, they uh, they don't want to go and they don't want to give the next one the opportunity. And the work speaks for itself, and then they try to find excuses and shit.
Of
And
course. Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end of the day, I also, when I do events, I also prefer to bring my friends and the people who I know and I like. But the thing is, when you start inviting only your friends and they don't have skills or are competent or anything, then
That
people
is the
will,
problem.
then people will start talking shit.
Yeah,
So
of course.
we go back, Battle of the Year 99. Yes,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
guys win for the first time
Time.
Battle of the
Yeah.
Year. What are your main memories from there?
I got a couple of memories because before that, you know, that we were chilling with Rockforce crew before. We've been together like almost like a week or two. No one
Oh,
knows that. Yeah, we were in the Netherlands together.
oh,
Yeah,
nice.
we were together in the Netherlands. Tyrone organizes a whole cinema in Rotterdam.
Mhm.
So we got the key for the whole cinema. We slept there.
Ui.
And that's when was the first IBE, 3 versus 3.
Mhm.
And Iron Monkey was one of the judge. I
Ah,
remember that. And when I went to Boti, so wait, let me think. How was it? Yeah, I think it's yeah. So from there we went to Boti by 2 car. Typical Hungarian. One of the car never start. We have to always jump out and push the car. Typical. Well, we were always laughing. When it comes to red light, I say, okay, who's jumping out now? We
right.
were laughing so much, always high on weed.
Uh,
So when I was in Rotterdam, I got eaten by bed bugs, bro.
oh no.
I had both arms were full and my back was more than 100 or 200 bites on me. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
keep
yeah.
scratching myself while I was going to Boti 99. So that's a different story. You know how I get to Boti? So we went by 2 car, one car go and the other car broke down. I
Mhm.
was with that car with Gombi. We were 4 of us, I think, in the car. We couldn't start the car. The engine was just blown.
Mhm.
So we managed to get to a gas station, but I'm talking about 8 hours. suffering on an
Oh my
autobahn,
God. Yeah, yeah,
pushing
yeah.
the car, sitting
Yes,
in the
yes.
car hours, didn't sleep. We went to the fields, me and Gombi, we find the shed, we broke the shed, we find some tools, we tried to fix the car, then we fix it somehow, it started. Look, the car was like this, you know, and then we somehow in the morning around 9 o'clock, we just arrived to gas station.
Mhm.
And we were pushing the car around there in the parking lot. The police were looking at us like, "What the fuck wrong with these guys?" You know, it was still 99. You know, they people, you know, that time they checked you and everything. And then a microbus pulled up, stopped at and there was only two guys were sitting in there. We looked at the two guys. We were like, "What do you think? They're going to Battle of the Air?" I said, maybe, let's go ask them. So we went to the driver and we said, yo, guys, are you going to Bentley over there? Because you look like. I said, yeah, we're going. We said, listen, our car broke down. Can you take us to Botti? I said, yeah, guys, no problem. Jump in the back. So we jumped in the back. There was no seats. We were laying on the, yeah, that was yeah, bro, no joke, man. And guess what? A couple of years ago, I somehow I found the guy or someone found the guy on Facebook and he said
My God.
he said to me he's still glad he could not believe it that he dropped us and then we won Botti after that.
My
So I can say many thanks to those two guys. If they would never turn up, I would never be a Botti
That's
winner. I
crazy.
would be never Botti winner. Thank
That's
you to the two
crazy.
guys. I would maybe still sitting there until today,
You know,
bro.
especially because Tanda told me Hungarian crews represent so many times and so good in Battle of Deer, but they never win.
Yeah, that's they never win. Yeah, that's what's sad. So we had to do something, bro, because the name. And yeah, man. And imagine that. When was it? You remember Europa Park '99? It was before Botti. This is how we went to the Netherlands,
Mhm.
actually. Yeah, and then we stayed there. We were doing street shows. We went to Nighttown. I was there in the when family were battling with Rockford in Nighttown.
You know, this shows again everything is meant to be. You know, it was just meant to be for you guys to win it. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
know.
This is crazy, crazy.
Bro, I went there. You know how I came back? At one time, I went to the Netherlands, but I think it was after Europa Park. We went with one car, but we were six of us. So I went by train,
Mhm.
and all the money I won, it was actually I paid the train ticket. So we went to Netherlands. We chilled there 2 months. This is how I met Lloyd, who runs uh, the night town. His coffee shop was night.
Ah, Lloyd. Yeah, yeah. I
Lloyd,
met
bro.
him also. I met
Yeah,
him.
yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Lloyd was a very good friend of ours, bro. We used to sleep at his place and
Ah,
the
okay.
coffee shop and all that. Lloyd is a very good guy. He was a DJ, I guess, if I or some music. He was
Yeah,
doing what.
I was hosting in IB. He was judging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's very cool guy.
Oh,
He's
Lloyd is
very
a
cool
very
guy.
good guy. So, anyways, I had no money to come back home. I was in Rotterdam, or yeah, we were in Rotterdam, and I have only money to buy the ticket in Regensburg.
Hmm. And how do you come to Regensburg?
No, bro, it was 99. That time they will keep coming with the control with dogs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know how? I went under the seat. So I went to one place, I went under the seat to check myself how I can slide in if someone is coming. Imagine I slide in and then someone stepped in. You know, they had these small rooms in the train because it was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
night train. And this guy, bro, he decided to chill there and started to smoke cigarette in that cabin. He was sitting there 3.5 hours, bro. I was under the seat 3.5 hours. I couldn't move. After a while, because my neck was like this, because the wall was here.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
my actually my chest, my lungs started to like I couldn't breathe. You know, I was telling to myself, I don't give a fuck about this guy. I'm gonna roll out and I say, hi, how are you? Give me one cigarette for fuck.
Yeah.
And then they come with the control with dogs, bro. They didn't see me. Anyways, this is how I got back from Regensburg to Vienna. Guess what? The train stopped. It was keep going to Budapest. I get off from the train. Bboy Brush was coming in front of me. He was in the car. They came by car. It was exactly the same time in Vienna.
The
He
same
jumped
time.
on, listen here, he jumped on the train. I jumped inside the car and I went to do street shows. Crazy stuff. 2000, okay, 2000, we were separated. I was in Sweden.
The travel stories are crazy.
there were so many
80s and
stuff.
90s travel stories are the
Oh
best.
man, it was completely different, bro. I was there when Ice broke his wrist. This is how I met 96. This is how I met Step to This from Munich. I think maybe you know the crew. Step to This. I think it was one
I
of the
heard about
first.
him. I heard about
Yeah,
him.
yeah. This is how I met them. We were practicing in the U-Bahn. And Ice did UFO and he broke his wrist, bro. Since then, he has a very good flare back in the days. That's why he stopped doing flares because he broke his wrist.
Oh,
Actually,
really?
like pieces. He had they put
That's why he never do
screws.
anything in on his hands anymore, right?
Yes, because he got screws in his hands for years.
Because
And after that,
only he do the turtle, I know.
yeah, but he had very good flair. So still could do turtles and arrows, but no more flair because more heavy. So he
I
was a flair guy as well, bro.
Man, I
Before,
love Ice. I want to give shout out to Ice. His style, so
oh,
smooth,
he's good. Yeah.
so nice. His backspin elbow air flare is so,
Oh,
bro, it's
yeah.
beautiful. It's just beauty.
He still look who is dancing till today is Gombi, Goxi,
Mhm.
Bboy Low, Varus is training as
Yes.
well, and me as much as I can.
Mhm.
So the past 3 months I started to train again because as I said I want to join the 40 plus, but
Yes, do it, please, please.
yeah, but either way if I don't join I will come because Kim Yun gonna be there.
Ah,
And you know that I was his
and Juarez will also be there for sure.
yeah, I'm gonna chill by Warren anyway.
Yeah.
So Kim Yun, I was his inspiration, but he never met me. Yeah,
He said that.
I know from Koran Rock.
Ah, so we talk about the end, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the end. Yeah. So they called me the Ground King because they didn't know my name, so they called me the Ground King. So if you look at Dan after the year '99, he also used red pens like me.
Bro, in that time, only dope people can wear red pants.
I'll tell you why I started to wear red pants. I will tell you as well.
Mhm.
Because that time, when Ice they were in America and comes with Crips and Bloodies and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
So I started to call myself Bloody, but not because of gang shit, nothing, not related. Because I said I'm a Bloody because look at me how I dance and stuff like this. So I'm Bloody, and it's my favorite color actually. Look this hat,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that
yeah,
as
yeah.
well. So and if you
Very.
look Kim Yun Sung, so the end after he also
Yeah,
wear red
yeah.
pants, so it
The,
was
the
you can connect the dots.
his first viral things was with the red pants on.
Yeah, so it was a year after me. So they called me the Ground King. I know this from first hand because I good with Koran Rock. I chat with him many times.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
I know a lot of things what people say. That's why I don't really care when people are dissing me.
Nah, bro, if you know what you have, nobody, I also, to be honest, I also got shit because I supported you, but I don't care, I have also my own opinion, and everything you say, of course, I cannot say everything you say, I cannot support everything,
Of
but
course.
at the end of the day, I will always have support for you, brother. I will always listen to you, and because I know you can back it up with your stories, with your skills, with
Listen,
everything
look, I'm not a liar. And I'll tell you something, as you said, and as I wrote you the other day. Look, we all chat shit. I'm not saying I'm always 100% right, but I can tell you something. If I make a mistake or if I say something that later on is figured out is not right, I
Mhm.
will definitely apologize. I'm not going to keep saying no, you just because.
Yeah,
And the other thing, what I don't like, that when it comes to this sort of hate or disagreement, so they call me hater. I'm not hating. I just disagree in the first place.
Mhm.
Second, when it comes to an agreement, they can't bring anything against me. They started to talk about my personal life. Oh,
Yeah.
you're drinking,
This
you're
should
you're
not. This
sniffing.
this
That's none
should.
of your business.
Yes, this is not. Yeah, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That's
If
what they're trying to bring in.
you
So
need
I
to
don't.
go there, if you need to go there, then you have no argument.
That's what I'm saying. So there is no argument anymore because you can't defend yourself. So you brought up my personal
Mhm.
shit. Yeah. So, anyways, after 2000, we thought we're gonna be battle again anyway. So we had absolutely no shows. So if we continue from 99, we have absolutely no shows. We just met basically in 2000 Expo because it was in there. You remember I think it was in Hanover Expo 2000.
Yeah, yeah. There you did the street show, right?
We just arrived. So I was in Sweden. I came from Sweden. Gombe Eyes, they were together doing street shows, and the others, like Elementary Force, were doing some. I think they were working for that time for Samsung, Fujitsu Samsung. We were working for them. Bro, they pay very good, man. We went 10K for a 3 minute show, 10K and stuff like. It was crazy time, man.
That is no
And
battle
we
of dear
thought we're
prize
gonna do,
money.
huh?
That is no battle of dear prize money. No.
I know, bro. And yeah, just look, we can go back again to this when they say, they saying telling me this like, oh, what do you think Thomas made out of Bentley of the, but asking me like arrogantly. I said, listen, of course he made out of money, and it's not about that I'm jealous or I want his money. This is what the people doesn't understand. The
Yeah.
point is that you telling me he barely made money out of it, but he was driving early 2000 a Bentley. So what do you think where he got that money
Yeah,
from?
some things don't make sense.
Yeah, but so what I'm trying to say here, that was again what people doesn't understand. If you got 700,000 budget, you get me, 700,000 budget a year, each year, yeah, by the government, you got that money in any case just to make one event,
Mhm,
and you give for the first place a plane ticket.
mhm.
Are you kidding me? You can give him a plane ticket and give him a 50K,
The brother Boyka, you know Boyka from Germany?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Considered Supreme. He also had a good point always. He always said like the companies make millions of money also with the clips and everything,
Yeah.
but the dancers don't see any
Yeah,
money
but
out.
that's what I said about Stance.
Yeah.
So people are protecting Stance. Can I say something? Stance has the only copyright and the right to record UDSF and all these events, and he has the right to post it. So, for example, if I compete and I take my part, someone record it and I put it out. This is what happened to a big girl. She put out her set and it was taken down by copyright by Stance.
Okay. I don't.
So, and who runs Stance? Do you know who runs Stance?
Is that?
Crosswalk.
Who's what?
Yes, that's his company, bro.
They made a company with Stance.
Yes, that's his company. So you see the Stance logo, all these videos coming out. This poor girl was putting on her video just because she was the first or the second place. They was taken down by them because of copyright. So Stance put out the video by the views on YouTube and everywhere on Instagram. They making money out
Yeah,
of the
when
effect.
it's
This is what pissed me off. This is what
but
I'm fighting
yeah,
against.
you just don't want that the dancers get taken advantage of, right? That it should be all fair, right?
Yeah, but it should be percentage because these people are making money on the views that other dancers are fucking sweat, in their life. And because
Like
as you said,
it's like in the UFC, right? When the fighters they also get like revenue
exactly, you got
from the
some money
pay-per-view.
percentage of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
view. It's like you're making a commercial, and it depends how many times they show on TV. And this is how you got paid, and or percentage. You agree
Just
before?
also to say something because we also work with stands and we also post the videos.
Oh, don't cut this
No, no,
out.
no, no, no. I just want to. No, I don't cut this out. I just want to say uh, we have millions of views, but there is no money coming. Like because we make it together.
Uh-huh.
And I can tell from my experience when we put the videos on Instagram and anything, you have to have really like
I know, like I know.
billions of
Yeah.
billions of
But
views.
listen, this is good to know. At least I know this side of the story.
Yes,
So
yes, yes,
now I know more.
100%, 100%,
Nah, that's a good thing.
100%.
Well, I'll tell you one that's not breaking related. I had one video I recorded in training. It was Muay Thai related, and I posted on Facebook. They stole my video, bro. They made 20 something million views out of my video,
Mhm.
360,000 comment, 3 million views on Instagram, 20 on
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is on my 5-second video, bro. And it's
That's
me
crazy.
on the video.
That's
It's
crazy.
crazy. But anyway, so it's good to know about
No, no,
stance.
people need to know, although they have millions of views and everything,
But they
but
didn't got that
no,
money.
just because it says 10 million views, it doesn't mean like you get
Oh,
10,000.
of course. I believe that. I
It's
believe.
always in the perception, like how you say
Yeah.
the
So, but
proportion.
anyways, for me, is the point is that about if you go back again to organizing an event, I would say I'm fighting for the fairness, because
Yes,
nobody
definitely.
would come to your event if there are no biggers and
No,
b-boys.
no. At the
That's
end
very
of the
obvious.
day, the B-boys and the B-girls, they make the show. So
Exactly, but they are the
without them,
most who are always used as the condom, as I always say, because they got just the crumbs.
yes, yes.
So as I said, Tyron got 700,000 this year, started 700,000 for 3 years.
Mhm.
Each year, bro, we are not talking about 700 pound, we're talking about 700,000.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, he's doing this event for about nearly 20 years now, bro.
Mhm, mhm.
You know?
Well, like I said, about all this financial stuff and anything, I cannot really say
Yeah,
anything.
I know. And look, as I said, it's also none of my business. What I'm just trying to see to highlight of what we got here and what you got. So because always people say, yeah, but he needs to rent this, he needs to rent. No, the venue, he got it for free. Obviously, he's been making it for 20 years. This is a culture thing that the government support. So 700,000, you cannot, don't tell me you cannot give to first place a 50,000 pound reward plus a ticket to fly. This
I
is what
mean,
I'm talking
I
about.
mean,
That's what I'm only talking about. I'm not talking about that they are shit or this and that.
no, no, no.
It's just fairness
I
of
mean, if you would only now talk shit about people, I wouldn't do the show with you, you know? So we talk about our opinions and everything and what we think is right for the dancers,
yeah.
you know?
But as I said, the event is definitely good. It's still good. I've
Oh,
been there.
IB, bro, I
So
can never say anything bad about IB because if there is no IB, I'm not dancing. No, this so
so
IB,
I'm not talking about shit about the event. So don't get me wrong.
yes,
I'm
yes,
just talking about the fairness of
yes,
if
yes,
there is this amount of money, because I understand if you have a low budget, you
yes,
cannot offer. But we are talking about almost 1 million
yes, yes.
for one event, 3 days,
So,
you know.
so definitely I wanted to talk to you about the street shows too, but we're now a little short with the time. So
Okay.
I want to finish with the fave five, you know, where we talk about your favorite five things, okay?
Oh, okay.
So first, we always start with B-boys. So your favorite five B-boys all time. Doesn't matter who is first, doesn't matter who is five, just five names.
Oh, right. Obviously, Bboy Stone was one of my favorite.
Huh?
Um, Caravo, I would say
Where is this
uh,
guy from?
Maurizio. Next one.
Ah, Maurizio, Maurizio, yes.
Yeah. We always call him just Canavo.
Ah, okay,
And
okay.
we call the coin drops Canavo. We name,
Ah,
so when you
nice,
say Canavo, it's the coin drops.
nice, nice.
Okay. So my favorite was B-Boy Size from Australia, the Moulton Twins.
Ooh, for the VHSs you used to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah. It was one of is my favorite. I liked Asa as well from Second Tina.
Mhm.
And my all-time favorite, my favorite number one, JZJ.
Jazzy J.
Yeah, from Renegade Rockers.
Ah,
It was
okay.
my all-time. If you look at my combos in '97, it was based on his combos. It's
Nice,
built on his
nice,
that geezer was decades ahead of everyone.
nice. Shout outs to the OGs. Shout outs to the guys who were there before us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And so
So
bigger.
that's my five favorite, if I can say. Storm, I love the. Now my opinion changed about Storm as a person, but nothing changed about.
We talk about the dancers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So nothing changed about dancing. So I would respect him for all my life, as he done for breaking
Yeah,
and inspired a lot of millions of, or
yeah,
millions, not but the hundreds of thousands of b-boys, you know, in
yeah,
the
yeah.
world. That's no
So
doubt about it.
big girls.
Biggers, five.
You can name one too. I
You
mean,
know, my favorite now
only
is Amy.
from Japan.
No, not Amy. Amy. AMI is from America. She's on Instagram. She's very close to Cujo. The girl that check on Instagram, Amy something. She has very nice windmills, halos, head spin. The head
Ah,
spin.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my God. The head spin she does
Yeah.
is so fresh. We
So
have
yeah,
one favorite big girl. We have one
she's my
favorite.
favorite. Amy is good as well from Japan, obviously.
Our
Uh,
Olympic champion.
yeah. After I will tell you something about WDSF events, my opinion, but very shortly. Well, any other big as well? I like Dora back in the days, but
Dora, she's
yeah.
our queen, bro.
I know. That's why I don't want to say anything, because the other day I was at Hassan. He got so mad. He started to protecting her, and Vera also protecting her. I said, "Fuck's sake, I shouldn't say anything about Dora." So I will
No, Dora,
keep it for
Dora is
myself.
Dora is holy.
I
Holy.
call her a green panda. So
Okay, 5 of your favorite battles you battled.
what battles
5 of your favorite battles you battled.
that I battled?
Yes.
99, 3 versus 3, Elementary Force versus Suicide Lifestyle. That was a
Mm.
good battle.
Mm.
It was a very good battle. So it was Bboy Low, Bboy Low, Iron, and me versus Gombi, Brush, and Bboy Ovish.
My God.
We won. It was a good battle. Obviously, Battle of the Year was a good battle. Back to Planet Rock 98, because it was crew battle crew. So we just, we had a lot of battles. That was good. This is what I really like, actually, when you have to battle yourself up, you know. They don't make decision by watching your show, you know. That's 3. Me versus Hakan, 1 versus 1, 2005 Slovenia. I
Ooh,
got the second place, he got the first place.
okay.
That was a good battle. Uh, and there was other good battles as well. Wait. Uh, Maybe 2000 Millennium Battle in Hungary, I would say. But I had some other jam battles that were also good in 2005. Old school, back to old school jam, that was good as well. That was 4 versus 4.
Mhm.
Yeah, but many good battles, but yeah. So let's say this. There was,
Nice. Oh, I
yeah,
mean,
a lot of battles, a lot of battles. And you know why I'm very proud, because if I have, we have our bio until 2012, because that was the time when our biography was written. Boy, you barely see worse place than 2 seconds.
yeah. No, I
And I'm
mean,
very proud of that.
when you guys came, you always represent hard. Always.
I'm very proud of that. Yeah, that's what's up. But the other hand, that is really sad, as you said in the really beginning, that nobody's inviting us nowhere. I don't know why. I understand if they don't invite me. I do understand that. It's fair enough. If you don't want to see my face, or because we are disagreed, that's absolutely fine. But you could invite other b-boys like Ice, really nice guy. You don't have to compare.
I think there is no nicer person than
Yeah,
Ice on this
Ice.
planet.
Yeah,
He's
definitely
the
not.
most nicest person on this earth.
Uh,
To finish up
yeah,
the podcast, we built the perfect breaker. Okay, so
yeah.
we have, of course, the 4 elements. We have top rocks, footwork, freezes, and power moves, and we also have flavor, and we have fashion. Okay, so you tell me one breaker for each category, and then we have your perfect breaker.
Oh, okay,
So
that's
we
gonna
start.
be difficult. So as I said,
I never
power
said
mover,
it
I would
easy.
say JCJ definitely.
So top rocks. We start with top rock.
Top rock. Uh, Ken Swift.
Ooh, Kenny. The Prince. Okay, footwork.
Footwork. Actually, nowadays, I got my guy from Georgia. I really like his footwork. I think he's really good. Speed
Speed
rocker,
rock.
speed rocker.
Speed rocker. From Georgia.
He's original from Georgia, living in Italy.
Ah, nice.
I think he's a FH75 Italian vice president.
Ah,
Very good top ranks.
nice, nice, nice. Okay. Oh, this is yours. Palms.
JZJ. I pick people from the old. Okay,
Bro,
I can
bro, it's
listen.
your list.
Yeah, yeah.
There is
I
no
mean,
right or wrong.
I could have picked people from these days, but I'm still so I'm like still a ground power guy,
Mhm.
and but he was already doing air moves that time.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
that style, if you could create something out of that for today, definitely
Yeah.
will be good.
So freezes.
Freezes. That's a good one. Who had good freezes? You know what caught my eyes? I would never forget that when Iron Monkey hold the freeze in Battle of the Air when we were battling. He was just came in my head.
Iron Monkey freezes.
Well, to be honest with you, I could not really say. Nobody's coming in my head.
I mean, we can take
But
Iron
he's,
Monkey. Iron Monkey is hard.
I know. Well, you can put Iron Monkey, but he's not famous of freezes. And he
Nah,
has good freezes, so
this is not his famous thing.
yeah. Well, actually, Benny got good freezes.
Oh,
They
Benny.
got the style that,
Oh, come on,
yeah, let's put Benny.
bro.
Let's
The
put Benny,
hollowback
but he's
after
also not famous of his freezes,
no,
but he was
the,
always good.
bro. The hollowback after the head spin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
Yeah, you can put Benny, even though if he's not specialized for freezes, but I always like this the shoulder thingy.
So aesthetic.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
clean.
yeah.
Just clean. Flavor.
Norris. Oh man. Oh god. Boy, don't laugh because I see his post every day. I'm just,
I mean, it's your list. I put in what you like.
Flavor, wait, funky flavor. Yeah, good man. A very humble guy, funky flavor. Actually, his name is in there, funky flavor.
Funky flavor. Okay. From Hungary.
No, funky flavor for Ruan brother.
Frankie Flav.
Ah, yeah, I call him Frankie.
Frankie
He's a
Flav.
good. He's my man. I was judging with him in Ukraine.
Nice. Frankie Flav. Yes. And last but not least, fashion.
Well, I could not really say anything about because the point is that I was always the b-boy that you could never say is b-boy. I never dressed as a
I never
b-boy.
dressed like a
Yeah,
b-boy.
never. My looking was never like a b-boy. I never acted. So when I was out of b-boy, which was very rare, with some different guys, I was completely. You would never even fucking think that this guy's a b-boy or anything like that. But I don't know, bro. This is a good question. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, when you look at b-boys from back then till now, and you think about a b-boy and you think like, oh, he dressed nice. He
Ah,
dressed.
yeah.
Who do you think about?
Well, if I look back in the days in the 90s, that everybody looked like, I don't know, they just was released from prison or something. Especially second tenant, bro. They will look
Well,
like.
I mean, nowadays the fashion is horrible. Horrible.
Oh yeah. Oh, that nowadays especially is even worse. I mean, that time was not bad, but like you just how to say you dress simple, so
Yeah.
simple back in
Yeah.
the day. I remember in Germany, some of the people who used to start to carry this is true story. They used to carry a helmet, and some people even shave their head just to pretend to be b-boy
Oh
no.
my
This is true story. It's
God.
not. I didn't figure this out. This is true stories,
This is
bro.
the original toys.
Exactly. Those
You know
are
what?
the.
You know what? We're gonna put myself because I
I
dress.
was actually you just take it out of my mouth, bro. I was about to say I will let's put you
I
because
dress
why
nice.
not? As you always dress cool, fresh, and funk. Your hair is done all the time when you're hosting. This
Yes,
is how it must be.
my brother. So the
Yeah.
perfect breaker, according to Mr. Special, has the top rocks of Ken Swift, the footwork of Speed Rocker, the power move of Jazzy J, the freezes of Benny, the flavor of Frankie Flav, and he's dressed like me.
And got tattoos like me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. So, and to finish up everything, this is the last question for today. So, UFO is coming, aliens,
I know they are here already.
and they say, and they say, the best five Hungarian breakers of all time. They battle against the aliens, so they save the world. Which five Hungarian in their prime? Which you take?
B-boy Turkey, B-boy Törpe that I just posted
Yeah, of
today. Gombi. I will put myself,
course.
but I should have put myself as last. Um, Thunder.
Thunder, yeah.
We need someone like Thunder
Thunder.
because we were
I mean,
power
this
mover.
is very, because I do this now because I have so many guests from different countries, and I want to know the best break us from the.
Okay, yeah, this is what I would pick. I know I left out some.
I mean, I asked for 5.
But this is what this 5 will be very strong.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we would have air move, we have ground power, we have style as well. We could just.
Bro, and to be honest, for me, like style-wise, Thunder is one of the
One of the best,
all
definitely.
time.
Definitely. Imagine I grew up with that guy, man. He's from my city.
Yes.
Bro, man, back in the days in the 90s, early 90s, even in mid 90s, especially when I start to get better, like 95, 96. Bro, I would love to kill that guy so many times. He come to the training just to clowning, and you couldn't train. He would come in, in the comment.
Yeah.
He just come. Look, I wanted to record my flare, and then look. Like
No, he's such a character. He's such
Yeah.
and he's so sympathetic,
He's good. And look, he used to do, you know what? When you concentrate, so you do the top rock and you're ready to go in the move, and he goes like, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Akko. So thank you, brother, so much for taking your time.
Man, thank you.
And this will not be the last time Special will be on our podcast for sure, because this guy has still more stories to talk.
Oh yeah, I can, because we finished at 2000. Let's say there's 2001.
We didn't even talk about the street shows, and the street shows is a 5-hour podcast. You know that?
Oh yeah, 26 years.
Yes, you see. I hope we can do it in person, because I would love to do it in person.
We can do it in September. I will definitely calm down. Either way, if I compete or not, but I'm gonna calm down because Free Spine's coming, Ivan's coming. If they're coming, you're gonna be there.
We'll stay in contact 100%, and we're gonna do one for sure.
Yeah, definitely, brother.
For all the viewers, thank you for watching. Comment now, subscribe, thumbs up. Follow us on Patreon. You get all the podcasts at the end of the beginning of the month. We have a giveaway for Crash Fest. You can enter there. And thank you again to Mr. Special.
You're welcome.
It was a really special podcast. Yeah. That was your favorite Bboy host with your favorite breaking show.
Oh, hi, Baba. Bless.